I stand here looking at this amazing structure, and I'm reminded of my youth, standing outside the iron-gated facility, watching the automated holiday displays and all the colored lights on all the trees. And I heed the warning, do not put your tongue on the bars. Let's fast forward 25 years. The gates and fences are gone. The name has changed. Do you know what's behind the walls? Have you visited? Join us for an insider look at the Wellsworth Hotel. Hello, Steve.
Hi, Denise. How are you? Welcome to the Wellsworth.
I am well. Steve Gardner, General Manager of the Wellsworth. Thank you for having us today. We appreciate you letting us and our viewers in to find out what's happening behind the walls at the Wellsworth.
Well, here you are. It's great to have you with us. We're really excited.
Super. The first thing is, obviously the biggest change that's happened is there's a name change.
Yes.
Many of us are familiar with Southbridge Hotel and Conference Center. It's been around for a long time, and now we are the Wellsworth.
We are.
And so tell us a little bit about the idea behind changing your name up, and what does that signify here?
Yeah. Well, after 23 great years as the Southbridge Hotel and Conference Center, a lot of dynamics changed within the market and within the town, and we wanted to bring about a change. We had the contract with the Department of Defense that ended in 2021. We also were coming out of COVID. And two very unique situations that were market dependent, and we kind of said, all right, what are we going to do? And we looked at a lot of different options, and one thing that I felt we were lacking was a connection to AO. So we hired a marketing firm out of New York. We did a lot of research. We came up with about 25, 30 different possible names, and it got whittled down, and finally we came up with the Wellsworth Hotel. So this is the new Wellsworth Hotel.
And the Wellsworth was actually a branded product with the American Optical from 1911 until 1927. It was a line of eyewear and such, correct?
That and a little bit more. The whole Wellsworth name came after George Wells, who original founder and really built the company.
Correct.
They had a Wellsworth lifestyle magazine. So that was kind of a very first of its kind. Before it was, a lot of companies have it now, but back
the vogue of its time.
Back in the 20s, having a lifestyle magazine. They had the Wellsworth Crooks, which was a line of eyewear. Also the Wellsworth Windsors, which was another line of eyewear. So we felt that story and that history was kind of unique. So that's how we determined Wellsworth. We're still a conference center. That's still our primary focus, but changing the name and coming up with Wellsworth was a little bit more, the idea behind it was a little bit more of a boutique, independent, show the name, because when you come and stay here on this side of the hotel, you don't even know there's a conference center. So we felt that we were going to capitalize and take advantage of that.
Tell us more about your national, we'll take a walk and take a look at some of the historic elements here at the Wellsworth that you've implemented and that have existed all along. And then I'd love to hear more about what the hotel has to offer the community.
That sounds great. Let's do it.
All right.
Thanks.
So we are here at the front desk, and I see some great photos. These are perfect for us to take a look at. Could you give us some significance as to, I see a Wellsworth store. That's what we're talking about, correct?
That is correct. This was a picture I was referring to, the Wellsworth store. That was a picture from 1912.
Wow.
So we're over 100 years ago, where supplies and things were brought in by a horse-drawn carriage to the store. And again, that was just up a couple hundred yards up on North Street.
On North Street, yes.
We also wanted to bring the significance of the whole manufacturing facility, the old AO main building, which certainly looks a lot different today. The hotel tried to keep a lot of it. And the clock tower itself is original, the whole foundation all the way to the top. And again, the facade of the building is original as well.
Correct. And that's something we discussed earlier in our intro, was the fact that they preserved the facade while doing all this construction. They removed all those perpendicular buildings and maintained the facade, which was an amazing feat of construction. If you ask me, I remember seeing that. It was quite something. Hopefully we can throw in a few pictures.
I've seen the pictures of that. So
it's amazing.
And then we also have on the lobby level the two different areas of history. We talk about the three different floods, 1936, 1938, and then this shows you the flood levels. And way back in 1955,
I was wondering where
if
it
you
was.
go way up, you can see how the flood level, the waters got that high, which was really a trying time back then. The other thing that we have on this side is the designation as the National Register of Historic Places. That's actually a designation that we got back in January.
It's very significant.
Coinciding with the launch of Wellsworth, so it all kind of came together. And the fact that so many historical significant inventions and things happened on this site. So that's why we were able to get that designation. Really
Fiber
proud.
optics, the birthplace of fiber optics, right here.
Fiber optics.
For everyone out there, if it wasn't for the AO's advancements in fiber optics, who knows where we'd be right now. You can learn a lot about the history of what was developed by going to the American Optical Museum.
They are a good partner of ours. They've helped
Optical
us a lot.
Heritage Museum, let me get that correct.
Correct.
Let's go
Yeah.
up. I'm really looking forward to seeing these staircases and some of the historical items that you've put inside the building.
Let's go.
Wow, it's amazing. I love this area. It's just so unique. Love the staircase.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. It is.
Some of this was existing since the heyday. Talking about American Optical Company, there's another plaque regarding the president, George Wells, where Wellsworth came from. We've partnered with the Optical Heritage Museum. They've come up with a couple banners for us, and it talks a lot about the history and all the significant things that have been done on this site, which is great. We've also converted an old closet into a mini museum with the help of the Optical Heritage Museum. They've done a fantastic job. They rotate different artifacts and things in there. I love, right now we've got silverware and china that is consistent with the AO logo. Also a lensometer, which is very unique.
Famous,
Something-
yes.
Absolutely.
You know, we did a great program out there at their award ceremony. It was amazing that one piece of equipment is still what is today, utilized for making sure that we can all see properly. It's amazing.
It was kind of nice. Right before we walked in, there was just a couple ladies that were admiring everything that we have to offer here. So it kind of brings it a little bit back to life.
Yeah.
And that was the goal.
And look at this doorway. I mean, so we got mechanic out here, and this is the main entrance.
This was the main entrance to AO. If you wanted to come visit the executive offices at AO, you'd walk right in off of Mechanic Street, and there would be an assistant that was here that would greet you and take care of your business needs.
All right, let's go upstairs.
One more.
Yeah, one more level.
Floor.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Wow, another great level here. Look at this. And so this picture, is this?
This is exactly where you're standing. If you look at the fireplace, you'll notice it's exactly like the fireplace across the way. What is unique and what we haven't been able to figure out entirely is that there were two staircases that came up to this level, and at some point there was a renovation to where now there's just the one spiral staircase. I've worked with Dick Whitney. We've spent hours looking at photos.
It's disappeared.
We don't know. At some point, they changed the thing around.
This I have seen at the museum, this picture, but give some significance to this picture.
We chose this picture and placed it here for the significance. This was a AO patent meeting
1920,
when they were looking to patent the AO lensometer, which we saw a replica of downstairs. This is 1920. What's so unique about this is Estelle Glancy is in this photo, and Estelle Glancy was a renowned scientist, but in the day you would not normally see a woman participating in a patent meeting. So we felt that was very significant and wanted to give the credit. We have another one over here. This kind of showcases the associates working for AO back in the day. I believe this was around 1928.
Says, yeah.
We got a
precision eyewear.
yeah.
It's made by hand.
So this is what work was like, and you come in and you pretty much do this. This guy liked his coffee. He has 3 cups of coffee, but you come in and that's what it was.
The factory, right?
Got the fireplace, which is really neat.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous, solid marble. The last photo is again a little bit more of the exterior, but it's the end of day.
Where shall we go next?
Well,
would you like to
that's
show
kind of the
us?
historical side of it. I'd love to show you the fitness center, possibly talk about Shades Lounge, show you what
Perfect.
we have there, and maybe touch on a little bit of the meeting space.
Sounds great, because I think
Perfect.
the people need to know why they should come behind the walls of the Wellsworth.
Absolutely.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
So we're back on the first floor.
Yep.
Wonderful. And
And right over this way is Shades Lounge. Shades is a real casual, comfortable spot to eat. We are open 7 days a week from 4 p.m. until 10. Kitchen closes at 10, but we're still open for drinks after that. A lot of burgers, flatbread.
great fish and chips.
Great fish and chips, one of my favorites.
And the giant pretzels. When you have nothing to do at 10 o'clock at night, you get a giant pretzel.
You come here a lot, don't you?
No, occasionally.
Thank you.
Why not?
Yeah, no, it's
Why
something
not?
great for
You should
Southbridge.
come here too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then further down the hall is actually Focus Fitness Center. So that's a beautiful spot with our pool and gym that's open for all of our hotel guests.
For the guests.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at some of
Sure,
this.
sounds good.
So we're here at the fitness center.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the facility and what the guests can expect here.
Focus Fitness is open for all of our hotel guests. It has a beautiful pool. It's basically its own separate post and beam structure, very large, and has a spa hot tub associated with that. We have fitness, cardio, 2 racquetball courts, and a half basketball court. So
Jeez. Well, Steve, the fitness center certainly has a lot to offer.
sure does. The hotel has a few other things. Would you like to go see them?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Take
Let's
us.
go.
So, Steve, we're back in the lobby. Orient us a bit. What's going on?
Okay, so we went upstairs, got 3 floors. We've gone down, saw Shades. We also saw the fitness center. Heading back this direction, right up here on the right side is Visions Restaurant. It's large, wide open space. We serve breakfast there 7 days a week, from 8 a.m. until 10:30. We also have the Crystal Ballroom, which is about a 4,000 square foot ballroom, breaks into 3 sections. Also, further down on the left is Prism Auditorium. And Prism Auditorium is really our diamond for the property. It's a 250-seat amphitheater.
Right.
Groups like the one that is taking place this week come here specifically for that. It's very unique. It's what you see in college settings a lot of times, but we have it with connected to a hotel and additional banquet space. And then a little bit further down, we have 7 meeting rooms and 11 session rooms. Meeting rooms can handle about 30, 40 people, and the session rooms can go 8 to 12 people.
So, a lot of opportunities for local businesses or beyond, anybody who might need the space for
Yeah.
specialty meetings, off-site meetings.
Yep.
They should
We've got-
contact you guys. And
We would appreciate that. We've got a lot of local companies that conduct meetings here. And then there's a lot of associations or corporations that are Northeast or New England based. That's what comes in. But
meeting
this
spot.
group here, this is a scientific group. And we do scientific conferences most of the summer, weeks during the summer.
so, is there any other message about the Wellsworth, about the facility, that you would like our viewers to know about? Besides a great place for a little getaway, a little staycation in Southbridge, perhaps, if you want to come and have
That's
a
the
great room.
messaging. We're really with the rebrand. We wanted to come across as open, friendly. It's a little bit more of a boutique style, independent, and you can come here for the weekend as a staycation, a weekend getaway. Relax with your kids, go swimming, have a meal in Shades.
We thank you for allowing Southbridge Community Television to come in and learn about the history and about the future of the Wellsworth Hotel. Thank you so much, Steve Gardner.
Denise, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
you.
Appreciate it.
Well, there you have it, behind the walls of the Wellsworth, and we hope that you will take yourself inside. This is Denise Clemens, Southbridge Community Television. Thanks for watching.